Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Here I am. There's something going on with my phone, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. I put my AirPod in because somehow I think that's supposed to help in some way, but I don't know. When I get a phone call, I on my phone and I put it up to my ear, I can hardly hear the person either ear, and I'm thinking, am I going that deaf that fast? Because that would be terrible, terrible, terrible. Um, so anyway, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happening. So I'm hoping that if anybody's watching, they'll comment and they'll tell me what this sounds like. Also would love it if you would spread the love and give it out there, and just give me views, and one word comments would help. I'm trying now to do, um, excuse me, I'm trying to get out of what I'm in, and then it just takes me to something else. So let's see. So I did get finished with my project. You see all this conglomeration here. I have, why isn't that working? I have, I have the stuff that I'm going to use to try and make a bow. And that's not right. Anyway, it says I'm live, but I just don't know if I'm live or not. That's kind of weird. Weird. So I have my hot glue gun here, and I'm going to put it up this way for now. I brought out several things. I first had this raffia like stuff that it's like a wreath stuff, baby spray. I don't know what they call it, but anyway, it's wired, and I wasn't sure. I brought my bow maker out. These two, interestingly enough, a long time ago, I got these things. I got several of them from Hobby Lobby in the wedding aisle, the his and hers aisle. There was a whole bunch of this kind of stuff, and I think this is all that I have left. And actually, look at this. Got this from there too. I don't know when I got that, a long time ago. I pulled some ribbons out that I thought might work nicely with this board, and then I had a little bit of greenery to see what we might do. Let me hold the board up for you so you can see what I did earlier. I chalked this earlier, and first of all, I got this board from Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is the his and hers, but it was in their clearance aisle. I personally would have never paid $24.99 for it. I'm not even sure I would have paid 50% off for it. I don't remember what was on it, what it said. I can't remember for the life of me. I should have taken a picture of it, and I didn't. So I chalked this earlier, and we had, let me turn this light off. It interferes with my lighting, and I'm going to turn another light on now. But anyway, that's what I chalked. And this transfer is a last chance transfer, and it is reduced. And I did put a link in the prior video. I don't think that I put it here, but that you could obtain the transfer, a jar of black velvet paste, and a squeegee. So I would advise buying a jar when you're going to buy paste, buying a jar of color like black and white, because the little packets, they won't go that far. So anyway, it's all done, and I actually put a little coat of wax over it, and I'll seal it later. So my thoughts are, is I want to put a bow on it, but you can't do too much of a bow. So I'm going to leave it upside down. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to move it this way and turn it this way for now. I got my ribbons back here. Those were my Sam's ribbons. I don't remember where this, oh, this was Carolina Pottery. $4.99, Carolina Pottery. Got that last year. That's an awesome place to get ribbon. Of course, last year, the price of things wasn't like it is now, so I don't know. I don't know what it would compare now. So I have my bow maker. It's not probably necessary, but my thoughts is that I'm going to put the bow up here, and I'll probably just put some of this maybe on it, so it won't matter about the greenery there. So let's get started with the bow, and I've never read the directions on here, so I just do it. I do it to it. Now this ribbon that I got at Sam's, interestingly enough, it's kind of definitely you can't see that. Coordinates. Let me turn this camera just a tiny bit so you can see. I don't want you to see everything, but that kind of coordinates with that. I don't have that perfect space behind me. I have a messy craft room. So, hopefully you can hear me. That's all I gotta say. So let's get started with this bow. And if you're watching, tell me where you're coming from when you hop on. Tell me what you're enjoying crafting yourselves, and tell me what you'd like to see me do. That would be a big help if you're doing it. If you don't see the little red live up in the top left-hand corner, then you're on the replay, and I'd appreciate you saying that, that you're on the replay. So let's take the pin out of this, and I lost my little thing that holds my pins so that I don't lose them. I didn't lose it, but there it is. That's this little flower pot. It doesn't have a hole in the bottom, so it won't fall through. That's funny, huh? Anyway, so let's go with this thing. And we're not going to need much of a tail on this, but we're going to go ahead. This ribbon is, I'm going to flip it, even though the back side sort of looks the same. It's a little faded. It's a little more faded and a little obvious. So we can always cut the tail off. I'm going to make this loop about, this board has measurements on it, and I'm going to make it about 4 inches, maybe 5 out. I'm going to kind of make it like a out there skinny bow, because this ribbon is not wide. None of it is that wide. It's all pretty much the same. And I think I'm going to start with this one, simply because I can do it on either side, I guess, but it's a little more, has a little more substance to it, and I almost would like to intertwine it like a messy bow. So I think I'll do just 2 loops, one on each side, like this. I'm going to twist it, bring it back up, and fold, and let's see, what did I do? I did this here, let's see. And then I'm going to, for my own sake, I'm going to do this, and they're pretty much the same. So that's all I'm going to do with this. And my ribbon is just cockeyed backwards, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. So let's twist it this way, and I thought I made sure, okay, I did, alrighty, that the tail would be going this way, and this is the way it'll be going, and let's get the scissors. Okay. I'm going to leave it out because I may intermingle it again. So this time, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should use this linen look next and then use this green on top? Let's see. Taking all the pins out, it seems. So the linen look could be used both ways as far as the print. I think I can do it without twisting back. Let's see, how does it look? Yeah, nah. I just don't like that wire thing, so I'm gonna twist. And that's the beauty of having the bow maker. You can kind of make it happen better that way. Unless you're just all thumbs and fingers and not getting everything in the right order. And I'll make 2 of these. We twist it here to put it back into the shape or the side it needs to be on. And we're gonna just bring it down between these, and that's too big. Way too big. Pretty close there. And we're gonna put it over here and bring down this one and cut them off similar. They will probably be cut off more later, and they will be dovetailed. So let's go with our little green one now. That'll give that little pop of color that we need. This is a very neutral board to start with. So I was saying earlier, I posted on a picture of my little great-granddaughter, Anya Grace. Her mother sent me a picture yesterday of her. It was her graduation, her kindergarten graduation, and I was, oh, this is backwards. I was so proud, so proud of her. They're so far away, and that's a necessary thing, that I've moved back to where I'm living in my old roots, to retire and to finish out my days. And it's just the way it is, and I wish that I really wish I could be with them, but I did post, I asked her about that. I think I asked her, I hope I did ask her a picture on Facebook. I know she had posted one on her Facebook, but I wanted to post it. I was really proud of her, and I told her mama to make sure she saw it, and it's just really sweet. She spent most of her kindergarten year virtually, if not all of it. I can't remember for sure, but I think that so I'm twisting this. I think she did, I'm pretty sure. And she had a little bit of a struggle. She's a smart child, but she was having some struggle. I can't imagine. I can imagine homeschooling, although I'm not sure I would have been a good student, because it's like, my mother is going to teach me school? No. I want to go to school. But anyway, I'm almost 75 years old, so my school days are totally different than the school days of the kids now, and I feel really bad for that. Anyway, she graduated from kindergarten, and I put on there this was her first step to a higher education, and I can't wait to to see what she's going to become. And she's such a sweet, sweet little girl. So this is what I have right now, and I think I'm going to leave it. I'm bringing in most of the colors except white. I didn't really want to put white because the board's kind of basically white. So the next thing is I need to, I was going to put a zip tie, but then I decided to tie it with that twine that I found because I thought that would be kind of rustic looking too. However, I am not going to use these. I brought them out just in case, but I believe I will put one or two. My husband gave me these things. Look at them. They look like atrocious, don't they? I have some that probably work better, some tiny ones that work better, but oh well. It's like, you know what? I love him. And he's his own crafter of sorts. So let's see if we're gonna put this on this side here. It doesn't fit through there too well, so we're gonna put it in there. And I think I'm gonna leave them on the outside. It's a matter of, I just want to make sure that I get one that's similar in length and not too long. I think that's one. They're all kind of similar, but you know, not exactly, you know, because they're staggered up the little post there. So anyway, that my husband gave me that, and that was just so nice of him. He's trying to, he actually found me some X-Acto blades that were older than the Lord Jesus, so I think, and so I have some X-Acto blades without, I didn't have to go buy any. I'm trying to make sure that this is correct in here, because this one like this, it's kind of hard to work with a little bit. To me, it's hard to work with. Some people feel that they like it. Now, I'm going to tie it with the twine. While it's laying there, I can cinch it, I think, really well. And instead of using a zip tie, I was going to use a zip tie, but I am going to tie it with twine and see how that goes. Just going to slide it all right under here, bring it right up to the center, and get enough twine just in case I'm going to play with it later. I might put some beads on it, hang some beads on it. I just might do that. Give it a little. Okay, so with it laying here, you can get a little bit better of a cinch on it. But it is, with this greenery, a little bit thick. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's do it in at least a double knot. And maybe a triple knot. And then when I pull it out, I'm hoping that if I need to adjust, I can. This is off the cuff. I've not done it this way before, so I know my little dowels are crying because they're groaning because I separated them so much. Okay, so they all get back. I wasn't sure they would. I'm going to put this back out of the way on top of my thing. Okay. I had blood work yesterday. That is the ugliest purple I've ever seen. She had to dig. How does blood work go for you guys? I've been told it before, and then I've gone to one phlebotomist, and she said, oh, your veins are fine, and pops that needle in and gets that blood, and everything's all good. But most of them say this is not going to cinch it enough. So I'm going to go over here. I brought some zip ties, but I don't like these. Let me go get another one. I'm having a bit of a discussion in my brain of which I should use. I think I'll use this one. These I think are Dollar Tree, and I can't find them anymore. Let me do it this way. I look every time I happen to go in there. I look to see if they have put any more in, but I don't see them. There's another even smaller size, but you better be doing some smaller. Boy, this one doesn't want to go through. What did I do there? It's like not going through. I think this one's defective in some way. That's kind of not good. Where's all my little tools are all mixed up in here. If they were in, that's not the right one either. Here we go. I think they call that needle nose. Here again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, I think that's cinched pretty well. We'll play with it a little bit after we get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip off that part, and then I'm going to take my little tie that I've got here, and it's very loose. I'm going to probably use my glue gun at some point, and I'm going to wrap it around and give it a nice wrap around. I'm going to put this down now because we don't need it. And it's going to go here, the bow is, so I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to cover this zip tie with this twine. This is really pretty twine. It's because it's kind of a white. It's not the brownish or the tannish. It's more of a off-white, but it's more, it's jute. So it's got that. Okay, so I don't think it matters what I do here. If I do it, just wrap it around. What I'm doing is covering that zip tie and that knot on that zip tie. And I probably did that wrong. I wrapped it wrong. But we can redo it. We can wrap it the right way. My word, woman. My word, woman, what are you doing? Okay. This comes this way, and this is going to go this way. And I just want it all to be covered. And we'll tie it here, and then I'll put some hot glue on it to make sure it stays put. And this is the back side. I think the back side looks better than the front side right now, but we'll have to develop that into a better situation. Okay, so this is our ribbon that we've done, chose to do, and I think it's not bad. I think it looks okay. I need to dovetail it, pull it all down, this, oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I was doing there, but that got twisted. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is bringing the first tails down, and then this is the second set of tails, and we want them to, they should just, oh, they were stuck on the wire of the flower greenery. Okay, and then we bring these down, and what we have is we have three-tailed bow, 3 loops on each side, and they're not honking big. They kind of have a okay look. That red zip tie is atrocious, but I'll fix that later. I mean, in a minute. I have something else I'm going to bring out from under my sleeve. Not really from under my sleeve, but I'm going to bring something else out. I just thought I had a really good. I'm excited. Yes, I am about that. Because I think it'll look really good. And I've been dying to use this. Haven't been able to come up with a project that it seemed to look right yet. So I'm going to do it on this. It may not look right yet on this one, but I may never find one. Because it's a little bit hard to use. And the suspense is killing you, right? Okay. Okay, so this is our, I will add hot glue to cinch, to make sure that all these greeneries stay put. There we go with that. And here we go with the other thing that I wanted. I've been dying to use this. I don't know if I can or not. I love this. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. I got it 50% off. It was $12.99. I would have never paid that for it. So I'm thinking maybe I can make it look like this. Just kind of hang it in there. It's, or not. I don't know. See, it's been a hard one to use. I have not been able to really figure out using this since I got it. I just thought it was so interesting in the beginning. It's like a real designer thing. I'm gonna go for it. I'm just not sure how. I have no idea how you're supposed to use this. I think it's more like a garland, because when you cut it, you've got all these beads that are gonna fall off. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna have to figure out what this is for. If anybody knows, leave me a comment. If they know what this is, how you're supposed to use it. Look at that. If you cut it, you've got all of this braiding that's going to come apart, and the beads are going to fall. So, I don't know. Let's just be sensible and wrap some more his and hers twine around this thing. Since this was a his and hers board from Hobby Lobby to start with, I'm trying to cover up that. Here's what I'm trying to cover, people. I put the zip tie thing on the wrong side. The whatchamacallit. The little piece that sticks up. It's supposed to be on the back. And I put it on the front. Okay, we're just going to wrap a bunch of this, and I'm going to put some hot glue on it. And we're going to call it good. Good and good. It's just still tie a knot. This is the back, so we want it to wind up on the back. So that's all I'm going to do. And this, surely, goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Surely this is going to cover. I can't imagine that it's not. But boy, it's difficult. I'm not going to put any more twine. That's like a waste of twine and jute to do that. And my, I don't know if you can hear me, if this was at all working, but my phone is doing something weird. Oh, did I see somebody that I know? I can't, I'm having trouble with comments, so anybody that's watching, I guess not. I'll have to answer you later. My phone is doing something, and you know, I think Apple does something with your phone, so when they get a certain age that you have to get another one. Even though I have a lot of space left on it for photos and what have you. All of a sudden now something's not right with the sound. And I think, it's like I'm thinking, it's an 11 Pro Max or whatever, and I got it in 2019, I guess it's older than that, when we came in September, when they came out. I got it the day they came out. We had made a trip back to California, and we went into Best Buy because the AT&T store didn't have them, but the guy told me to go down the street to the Best Buy, and I could get it there. So we got new phones that day, both of us did. Ray's is probably a 10. And so I think they make them on purpose. They do things that so you have to get another one. And I didn't really want to do that. I'm old, you know. Okay, people, I have handled this bow as long as I'm going to handle it. We're gonna right now. We're gonna put it on this board, and it's gonna be hot glued with Gorilla Glue. I will need a glue stick. And I know it's going to cover some of this little vine that's going across the top, but okay, let's hurry up here. I just want to make sure I have enough glue to put these ribbons down in and they anchor well. I slopped glue all over the place. Here we go. I think that's the thumb thing. I like these, you guys. I remember when I got them, and then I thought I'm never going to use them. They have come in handy. I just can't remember which fingers I use. Okay, so here is this and this and this and this. I'm trying to get it to anchor well down on the board. And you saw me slop glue everywhere somewhere. It's right there. I think that'll come up okay. That's a problem with the glue. I'm always worried when I do a project and I sell it or even give it away. I'm always worried that something will go wrong with it. It won't, the bow will fall off or something will happen. I try to seal them really well as much as I can. And I give out a little card with my, when I'm at market, explaining that chalk is not, that it is water soluble, even though it's got a seal on top of it. It's not going to do well out in the weather if you're planning to put it in the weather. So that red thing is still sitting there. I'll put something over that. I know how, Annie, to embellish. I have lots of embellishments I can put on it. Oops. Okay, so here we go. Earlier, I chalked this. It was a size D transfer, It is a last chance transfer that is discounted, and they're only there for while supplies last. I'm going to stand and see. I can't really tell how it looks, but it's I'm going to hit this glue gun over here. That would be bad for me. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can see myself, but I can't. Nope, I can't. Okay, so I can't see much of anything, but this is it. It turned out, I think, kind of nice. I don't remember what the words were that were on this, but it was in the his and hers. It was a sign to put up at the somewhere at the wedding, like the reception or some kind of a on a table, I guess, for directions or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, I took all the wording off of it, painted over it, sanded it, chalked it, and then I did this transfer. And I did the transfer different. I the whispered the heart was right underneath it. It was straight underneath it. It wasn't slanted. But in order to get it on here, I had to slant it. Once I started with this, as I looked at it, I wasn't sure if it was going to work. Once I started, I was praying that we were going to be able to make it work. And it did. It turned out really nice, I think. You can't see all of the words because the bow is going to take that up. But it's risky said experience. That's the one that the bow kind of covers. I'll try to work on that a little bit and bring it over and maybe tack it to here, but it's okay. I think it's nice and I like it, and if I don't sell it, I've got a place for it. So thanks for watching. Love you all, and God bless. Bye-bye.